Oh, hey there. This is Peter, Kenshin1913, and this is another Getting to Know, Kenshin1913. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite painters of all time, Bob Ross. Who was Bob Ross, you ask? Well, he was a painter on the PBS show, The Joy of Painting, and he was amazing. I really loved him. No, but seriously, I love Bob Ross. He's amazing. I would come home from school, similar to like if you wouldn't go to work or school that day, you would turn on the TV and you would watch The Price is Right and stuff like that. I know a lot of you guys must have done that when you were sick. You would turn on the television, go to The Price is Right with Bob Barker, or even Drew Carey at this point. But I would come home from school. I would turn on like PBS or whatever, and I would see Bob Ross on the screen. And he was this guy. He had a big, bushy mustache and beard, and he had a big fro, like I'm trying to do here. This is a wig. It's not my hair. Anyways, he used to paint things, mainly landscapes, and they were really, really amazing. And I was always very amazed on his skill of being able to take the blank canvas and then he would just paint on there. He would paint a landscape and he would just do it with ease, and it was with so much ease that I aspired to be like, man, he can paint, anybody can paint. That was the joy of his show. The best thing about his show was he was able to make you feel like you could paint yourself, and it was really, really, really amazing. And I don't know, I just loved him, and he was really awesome because he seemed like a really cool dude, and he was very quiet. And as Patton Oswalt says, the comedian Patton Oswalt said, he was almost like a human quaalude where you can kind of watch it and just kind of like relax and be like, oh, okay, and watch him paint pictures. Now, some of the best things that he used to say, some of the phrases that he used to say a lot was, one of them was, he would always paint happy little stuff and talk about painting a happy little tree or whatever, and paint happy little this, happy little clouds, and I just freaking loved it. And one of the other things that I really loved about him was one of his phrases he used to say was like, there are no mistakes, only happy accidents, which I thought was pretty cool. He had like a very positive outlook on life, and he was really cool. I forget when he passed away. I think in the mid-90s. Which was a damn shame. I think he had cancer or something, and it was a real shame that he died. But one of the other things that he used to do was he used to say something like he would take his brush, and I'm just going to use this, it's a toothbrush, and he would whap it against his easel, and he would call it beating the devil out of the brush, because he'd be like, I beat the devil out of it, I beat the devil out of it. Actually, there's a cool montage of that where they put a whole bunch of those together and they just show him beating his brush. Now, if you go, one of the things that I love is I was really considering buying a Bob Ross T-shirt, but I don't know what the sizes are, so I wasn't gonna buy it. But I mean, back in the day, he used to make me feel like I could be a painter. I friggin' loved it. Back in the day, I used to watch a lot of these how-to shows back on PBS and stuff, and like another one would be This Old House, but that'd probably be another episode, or New Yankee Workshop, actually. But anyways, that'd probably be another episode. But yeah, I just love the fact that he could show you. He basically showed you that you could paint. You could paint, and it just made it really simple. And he showed you tricks, and he kind of showed you the colors, and then he mixed the colors together, and then he put it on the canvas. And by the end of the whole thing, he made a beautiful landscape. That was mainly his stuff. I don't know if he really made like a lot of other things, but just a couple of months ago, I was actually looking to see if I could buy myself an original Bob Ross artwork, and I couldn't find anything. I think what ended up happening was he ended up donating a lot of them to like the PBS channels, the stations that they have all around the country, and I think they're hanging up there. At least that's what I think. But yeah, this is going to be a short one. There's not really much more to say about Bob Ross other than he's awesome. And it's a shame that he isn't alive today because he would be a great painter. But You can still find some of his stuff over at bobross.com, of course. This isn't really a plug for it. I'm just saying, if you were interested in him. And now they actually, one other thing that I found out is they finally are releasing The Joy of Painting on like DVD and even on Hulu and stuff. So I might actually end up watching it and be like, oh man, I remember when he painted that. Because I used to come home religiously and watch it. That was one of the things. Another one of the shows, just to quickly talk about it really quick, was Kids in the Hall back when Comedy Central had it on their thing. I used to come home and watch Kids in the Hall a lot. But that'll probably be another episode too. So that's pretty much it about Bob Ross. That's pretty much it. So enjoy, happy painting, and go make yourself happy little clouds and happy little trees. So this has been Kenshin1913 telling you to. Oh, another thing, quickly. If you got any cool stuff like this that you want to, put in the comments. Like if you like Bob Ross, or apparently there was another guy named William Alexander who did kind of a similar thing but a little more crazy. Anyways, let's talk about Bob Ross in the comment section. So this has been Kenshin1913. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.